Hey everybody, my name is Phil.
I'm Erika.
And today we are watching The Chosen, Season 1, Episode 8. Let's jump in. Dang. So why wouldn't they build their dwellings closer to the wells?
The containers themselves look very heavy.
Yeah. Like the service is that town?
Oh man, look at how it swings too.
Yeah, why is it so far?
That's a good point.
Like even if it does service everybody, wouldn't you just put it in the center? Or like build around it?
Yeah, it's a pretty good resource.
Oh, it didn't take you that long. Just one song.
Yes, just...
When the door opened, I honestly hoped it was a thief or a murderer come to put me out of my misery.
Sorry to disappoint you, but there's something I need from you first.
Out with it. How much do you need?
I'm not here for money. I've brought a bill of divorce. All you need to do is sign it.
Only
married?
a man can divorce his wife. Not the other way around, Fatina.
Which is why the certificate is in your name, Naraya.
On what grounds am I to divorce you? The shine wore off quick, didn't
The
it?
Pentateuch makes provision for a husband to divorce his wife if she lies with another man.
Listen to you, talking about Pentateuch.
What do I have to do? Bring him here?
Yes! I want to see the latest shade of drooling tomcat you put your spell on. Harry. Before he gets bored, like the others.
Will you sign it or not?
No. You're my property, Fatina. I don't part lightly with my possessions.
It's the dinner party at Matthew's?
I guess that's his home. Oh yeah, he do gotta like that.
I don't know if he's telling you about it, you know.
What is going on?
Serious?
Would you like to come in?
We would never be caught dead in
In a what? In a tax collector's house?
Not only that, but with do you know what she and he, they are...
You seem to be having troubles finding your words, man.
Why does your master eat with tax collectors and sinners?
It's not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick.
And these guys are the sickest.
If you're so offended, then leave. Let them speak, Andrew.
This is about what God wants.
You are forgetting the scroll of Hosea. Go and learn what this means. I desire mercy, more than sacrifice.
There are righteous men on the lookout for you, and they are weighing every word you say.
I have not come to call the righteous, but sinners.
Matthew, I miss you.
You all keep eating. I will talk to this man. Guys?
Other than Rom and Jahaz, whom I know to be law-abiding tax collectors, everyone else in there, the dregs of Capernaum.
Gaius, lower your voice.
The bottom of the barrel. Matthew left. He quit, Dominus.
What do you mean, he quit? Why would you let him quit?
He is a contractor. I had no recourse.
Quit to do what?
He is to become a student.
Of what? Don't make me keep asking
I know, like just...
To study the Jewish God. He left to follow a holy man, the man from the Eastern Ghetto. That is all I know.
It's heating up.
I'm the only one among us who is married.
So you think I should have only called single people?
Of course not. And I'm glad you didn't, but Eden will be alone with her Ima.
You're scared that things could get worse and you wouldn't be there.
See? That's what I mean. You already know anyway.
Simon, everyone here knows what you're thinking most of the time. It does not take God's wisdom.
Congratulations on your profound contribution, Rabbi. We are forever in your debt.
Praise Adonai.
Praise Adonai.
The ceremony was glorious, teacher. Your acts of faithfulness and discernment have been duly recorded for all history.
Thank you, Shmuel. I'm grateful for your service as well. Tell me, what is it you've become so passionate about?
False prophecy.
Here we go.
When I heard the man from Nazareth tell the paralytic his sins were forgiven, I thought only God can forgive sins. At that very moment, he turned to me and recited my thoughts as if reading them from a scroll.
Okay.
He called himself the Son of Man, as if from the prophet Daniel, here, in the town of my order.
He came from Nazareth, not heaven.
To him was given dominion and glory and a kingdom, that all peoples, nations, and languages should serve him.
He's simply a man. I don't understand it anymore.
His dominion is an everlasting dominion which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. I will petition Jerusalem, requesting permission to search the archives for all matters pertaining to such false prophecy.
You have learnt nothing from me.
I wasn't expecting you here.
People usually aren't.
Can I get you something warm to drink? I was just stoking the fire.
You saw it first, you know.
What do you mean?
What I see in Simon. You were the first person to notice when no one else did. I told Simon to make sacrifices and leave things behind in order to follow me. You are one flesh with Simon. He cannot make sacrifices that are not also yours. I can't make everything about this easier for you.
That wouldn't be our people's way.
No. It has not been. Nor will it continue to be. I know it is not easy to be at home when your husband is out doing all of this. Even when you are excited about it and proud of him. So, I wouldn't ask you to do this without taking care of a few things.
You gonna heal her?
The favor respect. Her forehead burns my hand to the touch.
We should get a doctor. There is no need.
You guys see me work, right?
I know.
Right?
Leave her.
Thanks, JC.
Who are you?
This is Jesus of Nazareth.
You've never met him before.
Welcome to my son-in-law's home.
Thank you.
I was gonna say, like, it's a lot of restraint. They've known Jesus all this time and they've never asked this of him.
Yeah, right?
Take down this decree in Aramaic, Latin, and Greek, so no one can plead ignorance. By order of Rome and punishable by detention and imprisonment, religious gatherings outside the synagogue and Hebrew school are strictly prohibited.
Really? Even just outside?
I was already thinking about it, like, it's gonna be really tough to edit because we've reacted to nothing. Ooh, you going with? You knew the meeting place. Take me with you.
Can you imagine if Nico is a disciple?
I mean, Jesus knows he's there. You know?
Should be everyone. Everyone's here?
Yes, this is all of us.
Is everyone here?
Is there anyone else?
Listen to your heart, man.
Look at this.
Was it 10?
Yeah.
You came so close.
Ooh.
Wow, it's like really killing him.
We're going through Samaria. Are you telling a joke? There's a place that I want to stop.
Plus, it makes our journey shorter by almost half.
And our odds of violent attack more likely by double.
An exact figure? Listen, if we're going to have a question and answer session every time we do something you're not used to, it's going to be a very annoying time together for all of us. We'll be fine.
You guys like just listen
Simon will be
and
happy to
follow.
tell us what to do.
Absolutely.
There she is.
Would you give me a drink?
You've been here longer than me.
That's bad, huh?
What?
You, would you ask for a drink from me, a Samaritan, and a woman? Aren't I unclean to you? Won't you be defiled by this vessel?
Maybe some of my people say that about your women, but I don't.
Yeah? And what do you say?
And I would give you living water.
Would. Except that you have nothing to draw water with, and this is a deep well. Besides, what do you need from me if you have your own supply of living water?
The water I give will become in a person a spring of water, welling up to eternal life.
Really?
Yes, really.
Prove it. I've made mistakes. Too many. But it's men like you who have made it impossible for me to do anything about it.
How?
Our ancestors worshipped on this mountain. But you Jews insist Jerusalem is the only place for true worship.
They say that because the temple is there. And the time is coming when neither on this mountain nor in Jerusalem will you worship the Father.
So, where am I supposed to go when I need God? I've never received anything from God, but I couldn't thank him even if I did.
Anywhere. God is spirit. And the time is coming and is now here that it won't matter where you worship, but only that you do it in spirit and truth.
Until the Messiah comes and explains everything and sorts this mess out, including me. I don't trust in anyone.
When you say that.
You know.
This Messiah you speak of, I am he.
Ooh.
The first one was named Ramin.
Stop it.
The second was Farzad.
Why are you doing this?
I have not revealed myself to the public as the Messiah. You are the first. It would be good if you believed me.
I am rejected by others.
I know. But not by the Messiah.
I'm going to tell everyone.
I was counting on it.
Spirit and truth.
Spirit and truth.
It won't be all about mountains or temples.
Soon, just the heart.
You promise.
I promise.
You told her? And she can tell others? What food?
My food is to do the will of him who sent me. And to accomplish his work.
You told her who you are?
He's so excited.
What does that mean?
It means we're going to stay here a couple of days. It's been a long time of sowing, but the fields are ripe for harvest.
And so it's time.
It's on. Let's go! Oh, we ready. How many of you? The 12? Oh, squad.
8.
Okay, season finale. That's a good way to end it.
Yeah.
It's like they sowed all the seeds and it's like ready to hit the ground running.
Yeah.
It's exciting. Season 2 will be good. And there's still so much story left.
Mm-hmm.
Like of, the New Testament that we know.
Yeah, for sure.
So
yeah, there was a lot left. I was surprised the first time I watched this. I remember thinking, like, after season 1 ended, I was like, whoa, we didn't really get that far.
No.
like into the actual gospel, but yeah, obviously like the things that they're unraveling are, I guess, like outside, like that's where they took the creative liberties, which like adds, I feel like, more depth maybe to the
So
story,
each of their
or adds
characters, yeah.
yeah, to the characters, and like more depth to understanding what a relationship with Jesus looks like.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Okay.
Any other thoughts?
I mean, I think we can kind of attack it the way that we have been for the last few. Just kind of like we talk about
Things
major
that stood out.
points. Nicodemus.
Oh yeah, it sucks. Sucks. That was like really affecting him. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you think about that. Like that, I think that's the struggle that a lot of people face.
Yeah,
right.
for
Like you come so close to Christ, and like you in your heart can believe it, but like the flesh and everything that is part of the life that you're leaving behind to sacrifice, it's just so hard to make that decision. And
especially when you have a wife, a family,
Yeah.
a wife that is telling you that,
Right.
you know.
And that's a very specific situation with
Yeah.
Nicodemus, but like it could be anything.
Yeah.
Right? Like it could be like anything that's separating you from God. And I think, like we've said it multiple times in this series, but Nicodemus, the actor portrayed it so well, like that struggle in just those moments of like, I mean, Jesus said it, like, you came so close.
Mm-hmm.
You were right there. And he knew it.
Mm-hmm.
He knew too. So I think that was really a beautiful representation of just kind of how hard that decision is for a lot of people, right? And why it's so beautiful when people can just listen and like obey, because it is so hard, right? So I can appreciate that a lot.
Yeah. And I think even like just to see Jesus and his reaction to Nicodemus not coming, like
Heartbroken
like
by
yeah,
it.
he was obviously heartbroken, but then it's kind of like, all right, let's go. We have like other people to save.
We move.
Yeah, but it doesn't go without feeling, heartbroken about it.
And like giving every opportunity too, like, is everyone here? Like he knows he's right there.
Anybody else?
Is anybody out there? Can anybody hear me?
Anybody else?
Yeah, like he's giving every opportunity. But like I wonder the response of like, you came so close, let's go. I wonder if that's just because he knows his story and he knows that there's not going to be another opportunity. Because like in my mind, it would be like the way that I understand a relationship with Christ is like, you don't just have that one opportunity to come to him, right? You have so much, and he'll always call to you. He'll always be knocking on that door until you open it. And so maybe it's just kind of like he knows Nicodemus' story, he knows his ending, and he knows that like, it was just kind of a way to make that impact for him. But yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you want to talk about the Samaritan? Just that interaction at the well?
Yeah.
What do you think? Anything stand out there?
You go first. I'm having a hard time.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to piece together why it was her. Like why she's the one, especially when he already has a group of people like Simon who are like gung-ho about wanting to tell the world about this. Why a Samaritan woman to be that person, that first person?
I know. You think about her story and like the rejection that she faced. I feel like Mary faced similar hardships. Obviously, like they're not exactly the same scenarios, but just like, just the rejection piece and being with multiple men, I guess. And I mean, it's obviously not like I said, it's not the same, but like, why choose a Samaritan woman over Right, I don't know.
No, so I was actually just kind of piecing this together as you were talking, and one theory that is coming to mind for me is like obviously, if you're trying to spread the message of salvation and you want more people to hear it, you want somebody that people will listen to. Like a Nicodemus would have been a great get in terms of like listening to who this person is. And then you look at, like you were just talking about how she's rejected by everyone. No one talks to her, no one looks at her, no one wants to be seen with her. And I wonder if giving her that voice is kind of like similar to him eating with people who are sick. It's like maybe the people that will listen to her are also the people that feel rejected. Are also the people, like it's not going to be these,
right. That
these
they
people
can
that are
relate
shunning.
to her situation.
Yeah.
There are way more people that can relate to her situation.
Yeah. So it's like if someone that is rejected can, you know, talk about this and they'll listen, they're the ones that are going to come. Right. And I think maybe that might be a reason. Because.
And I'm sure there are a lot of people in her position who feel like they can't go to Jerusalem because of how they're treated in order to go to the temple. Because humans have made it that way. And just like Jesus explaining, like it's about the heart now. Like you don't have to actually go to a physical place to be with God. I don't know, like I forget, I guess, that our, what am I trying to say? Like, I take that for granted that when I think about in the cultural context and like the time, it's like, wow, that's actually a really big deal. Because it's like something that that's like so normal for us.
That
now.
He's accessible anywhere?
Yeah, that he's so accessible that it's like, oh yeah, like that really was not a thing. Like people really thought they could not access God. Even then, like the veil and the people who could actually go into the like the bells and the robes. Was very, to be in the presence of God. Yeah. So it was very separated. And so I mean that would be revolutionary to be like wherever you are. Yeah. You can have access to God. You could pray. You can have your, at home, anywhere, literally anywhere. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a big deal. Did you feel like that was, like, obviously it was like really impactful, but I felt like that wasn't enough of a moment for her to be like, wow, you know my whole life, and I'm gonna do everything that you just said because you named 2 of the 5. But whatever. Maybe I'm just kind of minimalizing it. But yeah, it was really good. I could see how that would figure out though. Yeah, it was pretty intimate how he knew about like the oranges, the skin. Yeah. That was pretty spot on. What about Pharisees in Rome? They're obviously on high alert. They are not trusting of Jesus, and they actually are on the lookout for him. Like if he's in town, they want to arrest him or question him. Yeah. I mean, he definitely caused a stir. Yeah. Oh my gosh, one of those Pharisees showed up at Matthew's house. I'm like, come why are you on. Here? I know, so nosy. Well, Gaius there too. Like, just like... Yo, Gaius is hurting. He really misses Matthew. I miss you. Went to his parents. I was like, dang. He went. If you hear from him, you let me know. Jeez. Yeah, I mean, well, he was a meal ticket for him as well, right? Like he was the reason that he got promoted, so I get it. And I imagine it's kind of a lonely life. Yeah. Especially like living in Capernaum. Like no one wants him there, and he kind of had a friend. I think in the last episode he actually called Matthew a friend, and then Matthew's like, "You're not my friend." Right before he went to follow Jesus, like he was obviously like just Matthew is Matthew, like how he is. Like he just had a straight face, like it was a fact. Like you're not my friend. Yeah. And guys are just like, oh. It's so interesting his character that like I don't know, just the way he would talk to Matthew, like the way that he would treat him, and then Gaius? Yeah. Oh yeah. And now it's like he misses him so much, like yeah. I don't know, it's really interesting. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Yeah. I really loved what Simon's wife said about like just being so proud of him for obeying and following him because that brought Jesus into their home. Yeah. I was like, wow, that is so powerful.
Like
that,
Christian
like,
marriage.
Obedience. Marriage, I think, like, in any home, it's like, you know how there's that verse about, like, when one person's saved and the rest of the household will be saved? Like, I don't know. That one's always powerful to me because I feel like that was my experience. Like, when I first got saved and I, like, had so much persecution in the home, and then I just, like, really held on to that verse, and then, like, sure enough, everyone in my family ended up getting saved without me doing anything but praying. I mean, it took years, but still, just, like, I don't know, it's just, like, such a good testimony and illustration of, like, yeah, just because of your obedience, just because you're following, it actually brought Jesus into the home. Like, just how, like, someone's obedience can be someone else's deliverance.
For sure. And I think it kind of translates, or extends rather, outside of the home. Right? It's kind of, you see somebody that is, in Christ and at peace and has joy, and it's infectious, or at least it sparks interest, where it's like, why do you have that? Like, why are you so at peace? Why do you have so much joy? And it opens up that door to kind of spread that message and let people know, like, this is why, right? So I think for sure, like, and you don't get that way unless you have that faith and you have that belief and you have that surrender, because, like, otherwise you're taking on the stresses that you're giving up otherwise. Right, and you don't have that choice. So definitely extends beyond. So she's Eve.
I know, I can't remember.
I think it's Eve. But yeah, she's a good just that relationship in general, like anything touching Simon is very relatable to modern day human, like, context. So I think that's really cool. All right, well, the squad is ready.
I know, that's actually a really cute end scene, how just, like, with the music and how they're just, like, disruptors. How they shot that.
They're ready,
really cute. Like, they're all smiling, like,
it's funny because, like, they always walk kind of single file, and this last scene they spread out.
I didn't even notice.
I still feel bad for James. Like, no one even, like, offered. He went the entire way from Capernaum, like, pushing that cart.
He seemed good.
I mean, you can't complain when the Son of Man is there. Like, what are you gonna do? He asked you to do it. I'm like, okay. I'm gonna take up this cart and follow you.
Take up this cart. That's funny.
All right, well, it's gonna get wild. They're gonna go into Samaria, and we will see what happens there. Awesome. Well, hopefully you enjoyed watching the first season of The Chosen with us. We are going to continue week after week, going straight into season 2. So before you know it, we'll be caught up, and then we won't know what to do with our Sundays. So we'll be like everybody else. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this one, and we will see you for episode 1 of season 2. Peace.